So I went to a mosque here in Bangkok. First time I've been to a mosque in my life. Went there today and it was interesting. I've called myself an atheist all my life, so why did I go? Well, I think I wanted to show solidarity with the people of Gaza. That may sound silly, but I wanted to take some gesture besides making these little cockamamie YouTube videos. So I went there and like I said, it was interesting. It's quite hard to find the masjid. Um, got there in time for evening prayers. I don't know the proper Islamic name for that, the 6:30 prayers. And yeah, I didn't know if I could go in because I had shorts on that come like down to the knee. I've put on a lot of weight over the last few years being ill, and all of my long trousers, they no longer fit. So I said, can I come in using my rudimentary tie? And the guy said, yeah, come in. And he said, follow me, and led me over to where there were some well, first he took me to the area where everyone washes their hands. I think they call it ablutions in English. And then I went to get a sort of, what do you call it, a sarong, I guess we'll say, to cover the lower part of my body that wasn't covered. And then went into the prayer hall, and I got to admit, when I went in and a guy, I was talking with a guy and he asked my name, and I nearly started crying because I've spent the last 3 months watching videos of what's happening in Gaza and looking at pictures of kids with their limbs blown off and stuff, and I think it just overwhelmed me when I went in. It overwhelmed me. Yeah, I didn't cry, but I nearly did. And the same thing happened when I went in the prayer hall rather, and I felt, well, everyone was very friendly. But I did feel a bit out of place, being the only Farang white man there. The Farang's the Thai word for Westerner, generally a white Westerner, I think. So being the only one of those there, and not a Muslim as such, and not speaking much more than toddler Thai, despite my 17 years here and not knowing anything much about Islam. But I went in, and when I guess the Imam came to a microphone at the front, I went to go forward to prostrate myself with the worshippers, but somebody said no, you can hang back. So I thought, yeah, fair enough, I should, because I don't know what I'd be doing, and I don't want to make a mockery of their ceremony, their ritual, their prayer. So I took a few steps back and observed, and it's quite true what people say about people have said they've fallen in love with the sound of the prayers or the call to prayers, and it is quite mellifluous, is that the word? Melodic. It's a charming sound to me. I mean, if you hate Muslims for some reason, I don't suppose you'll find it a very charming sound, but I liked it. Not that that's the point of going to a mosque and making prayers, to dig the tunes, but I liked it. And it was interesting. I had no idea what they were saying. Don't know if I'll look deeper into the religion and learn what they were saying. But yeah, I did try and find a mosque a few days ago, but I'm not very good at using the Google Maps on my phone. And tonight I asked, there was a lady wearing a veil. Was it a hijab, or it wasn't a burqa? It was probably a hijab, just covering sort of the back of her head. I said, where's the masjid, where's the mosque? And she pointed me in the right direction, and still I had a bit of trouble finding it. I had to cut through some alleyways and zag this way and that way, and I had to ask some people, and there was like a guy, he looked like a security guard, although they weren't sort of very posh condominiums that would normally have a security guard. He was a guy standing in the street, maybe waiting to go to work somewhere in a posh condominium as a security guard. Anyway, he said, "Are you a Muslim?" I said, "Yeah," because it seemed like the nice thing to say. I mean, I'm not at this point, but, and he said, "Oh, me too," and we had a little fist bump, and that was a nice moment. I think I just wanted to show some people, that some Muslim people here, that not all Westerners hate Muslims and want them to be blown up with bombs and weapons provided by the West. And hopefully I achieved that aim. Not that I'm sure they would assume that of all Westerners, because their religion probably teaches them to be open-minded and give people the benefit of the doubt. But anyway, yeah, so that's that. I don't know that I have much more to say. I'm unemployed, so I went there on the bus, and I came back on the bus, and I did a lot of walking, and it was quite a trial, but that's what religious practice is apparently meant to be, a bit of a trial to show your devotion. So in that respect, goal achieved. And yeah, I'll put some photos at the end of a photo of a selfie. I went outside after the prayers and just talked with two guys for maybe 20 minutes, and they said, "Why do you want to learn about Islam?" And I said, he said, "What's your target?" I said, "I don't really have a target." I said, "I felt so bad about what's been happening in Gaza that I thought, you know, in Palestine they make evening prayers, well, they did when they had mosques before they were blown up. Now they're making makeshift prayers." But I just tried to convey the idea that I wanted to feel closer to those people that I've been watching suffering for 3 or 4 months now, or 5 months, by partaking in what they partake in. And then turned out one of the guys I was speaking with spoke quite good English. He was quite confident, and he works in disaster relief here in Thailand, apparently. I guess a lot of Muslims try and do something that benefits humanity or mankind, and that was his thing. And yeah, I told him I've got a son, he's 16, and it's only an accident of geography that I was born in England and not Palestine or Gaza. And had I been born in Palestine or Gaza, it could be my son who'd had his limbs blown off or died, you know, and had his school destroyed and was starving because he couldn't get any food. And again, I sort of teared up a bit and nearly cried, because I've been holding in so much shame about being English, and our government arming these people, supporting them, and the opposition party doing the same. And most people I know back home who I talk with on Facebook to stay in touch, not seeming to give a damn or actively supporting Israel. And I've been holding in so much shame, and I think it had to come out. Anyway, I'm closing in on 9 minutes. That's normally when I end these waffling videos that no one watches, so I'll end this here. Thank you if you watched this far. I'll include a picture of the masjid and a selfie I took. Thank you.